This is a brief tutorial to get you started using a tool called Perusall. So the first thing you need to do is to go to perusall.com and click on Login. If you don't already have an account, once you clicked on Login, it'll take you to a site where you can either log in using Facebook, Twitter, create an account. If you don't have one yet, you'll need to go to Register down at the bottom, and it'll ask you for your email and password. Once you're signed in, all you'll see is Perusall and then enter an access code. You won't see anything else. When you go to enter an access code, there are two types of access code you can enter. One is an access code to allow you to be part of a class as a student. The other is to allow you to be an instructor and to create a course. So if you go into enter an access code and you type in, and this is all capitals, N3LJNHEHNQ, this is going to allow you to create an account as an instructor. If you want to go in and create an account as a student, so you can see what this looks like as a student, you can enter this code, DEVER, that's D-E-V-E-R, all caps, -4329. And that's going to take you into a course that I've set up that has a PDF in it that you can play around with. So let's take a look at what you can put into Perusall and then what students do with it. So in science, I've got a number of different articles in here. Some of them are just text-based articles and some of them actually have images. What students have been asked to do is to read through these and to comment on portions of the text. And the goal is to encourage close reading. So the kids highlight a particular piece of the text. You can see all the ones that are highlighted in here where kids have already attached comments. So the students will select a piece of text there, and as soon as they select it, a comment box automatically pops up. The students type in their thoughts, their comments, their responses, and hit enter. What happens behind the scenes then is that as an instructor, I can see all of the comments that the students have added in. I can see comments that have a string, so there's multiple students have commented on one particular section of text. So here's a whole bunch of this stuff in purple. Up here is talking about neutrons, and I can see all the comments that have been made. I can see who made each comment. And then the system has automatically scored the comments. So it gives them a score from 0 up through 2, and it's based on what it perceives the depth of thought in the comments are. It clearly does reward length in comments somewhat, but I think overall it pushes kids towards comments that show deeper understanding. The ones in gray are system-generated comments. The ones in green are ones that I've overridden. So the system scored this lower, but I thought this was a sort of better comment there. In terms of what you can add to Perusall then, you have the ability to add PDFs. So a reasonable question is, how do I turn what I have into a PDF? So one option is you can just find PDFs online. For example, this is a short story. This is my favorite short story ever. It's called The Machine Stops. I did a quick search. This is a PDF. I can save this as a PDF to my desktop, and then I can upload it into Perusall. Another thing you can do, if you find an image, students can comment and annotate on images as well. If you find an image here, one thing that you can do is you can print it as a PDF. So act as though you're going to print it to a piece of paper, but then instead of having the destination be a particular printer, change that to save as a PDF. And then it'll save that, and you'll have a PDF that you can place in Perusall as well. Once you've created the PDFs that you want your students to use, what you're going to do, and I'm going to go into a different course in here to show you how to upload them. So what you can do is you can simply select Upload from Computer, and I'm going to pick, let's see, The Machine Stops. So that's one of the PDFs that I just printed, and I upload it, and boom, the whole PDF is in here. The unit of assignment is a PDF, so the whole story is now one single assignment in here. You can see it's 25 pages. If I wanted the students to read it in chunks, what I would need to do would be to print it as 3 separate PDFs and then upload each one separately. Once the assignment has been uploaded, there are some settings that you'll need to change. So next to the assignment are these lists here. Really all you need to worry about are at this point are the assignment settings and the document settings. So when you open up the assignment settings, you set the date that it's available to students and the date that you want it to close by. The grades won't be released to the students until after the submission deadline and the late submission deadline have passed. So if you want the kids to be able to see the scores they got on their comments right away, don't put these dates far out in the future. So go ahead and save those. And then on the document settings, there's really not much that you need to change here other than if you want the kids to be able to print it and download it for any reason, you can allow that in here. So assignments that are not available to students will have this little lock. Assignments that are available will have the little open sign there. One last suggestion that I have, if you have materials in hard copy, for example, you have a magazine article, but you only have the hard copy of the magazine, there are two ways that you can get that into a PDF. One is to use the scanner in the office. That's the little copy machine behind Vicky's desk. And you can actually have that scan things and email them to you as a PDF. The other is there are a lot of free apps for your phone that you can take a picture of something and have it be saved as a PDF. I've used both of those and those have worked just fine.